What's up guys, it's Criddle here from the AnimeBallZ team with another This Is. And we are kicking off another This Is June to really date this video. And we are kicking off this month with a fantastic anime that I watched a while ago that I thought was amazing. It's from our good friends at Honeybee and it is called BTOOOM. BTOOOM is absolutely fantastic. It's currently still running as a manga series and unfortunately the anime has yet to have a second season made, which is really the biggest downside for this anime, but it is amazing. Definitely check it out as we go and get
Off the Tracks.
So this is the story of Sakamoto, who is currently ranked #1 in Japan in a video game called BTOOOM, which uses essentially explosives to beat other players in the game. The graphic style, I mean, it's in an anime, but the graphic style kind of reminds me of Titanfall in that sort of post-apocalyptic sort of world, except no titans, just explosives. It's very interesting. There's a lot of different types of explosives. There's timer ones, there's ones that explode on impact, there's like mines that you can place, there's ones that can fly, and all kinds of weird and wonderful ones. They're very, very cool. Anyway, Sakamoto is doing his own thing, and then the next thing he remembers is that he wakes up on an island, sort of hanging from a tree from a parachute. Doesn't make much sense, but he finds that he's got a little bum bag with him, and in that bum bag are about 12 objects. These objects turn out to be bombs from BTOOOM. That's right, he is actually living in a jungle where these bombs from the video game are actually real. So Sakamoto goes around and is trying to survive. Guy attacks him relatively early on. He barely makes it out by the skin of his teeth and manages to still make his way to this island. And because he's suffered memory loss, he doesn't actually understand why he's there. After meeting up with Taira and eventually Himiko, he finds out that the reason that they're on this island is to kill one another, and whoever gets a certain number of points, I think it's 8 points in total, gets to leave the island. Once you have essentially the points come from these little gems that are embedded in everyone's arm, the only way to dislodge them is to either cut off someone's arm or kill them. And the easier of those is to kill them up, blow them up with the bombs that you have. So, you know, people are going around killing each other. Sakamoto doesn't want to kill people at all. I had a bit of a stroke moment there. Taira and Himiko are just along for the ride. Himiko is a girl that's sort of subjugated to a lot of stuff. Taira is this middle-aged old guy who just, you know, looks really unhappy pretty much all the time. I don't want to go into their backstories because it actually will be spoiler territory, so we're going to leave that alone. It is an amazing series. I don't think I can convey enough how awesome this series is, but let's go and look at
The good, the bad, and the dubbers.
So Sakamoto is voiced by Tyler Galindo, who is the voice of Akane from Medaka Box and Billy from Chrono Crusade. Himiko is voiced by Brittany Kabowski, who is the voice of Wendy Marvel from Fairy Tail, Apis from One Piece, and Blackstar from Soul Eater. And Taira is voiced by Andrew Love, who is the voice of Mr. 5 from One Piece, Zenkichi from Medaka Box, and Genji from Towa no Kwan. So this series is one that has advanced very quickly into my top 10 list because of how amazing it is and how much I love this series, and I really should focus a lot more on my top 10 anime and review them for you guys, because then you can know what my top 10 are. But BTOOOM has cemented itself as one of my top 10 because it was just an amazingly fast-paced, awesome action sequences, just very good strategic sort of fighting involved in, you know, you have to use bombs to win battles. It's just absolutely amazing. Definitely check this out because I give this series an 8 out of 9 straw hats. The only downside to this series is that it is too short and it sort of has just stopped. You know, with the hopes of having a second season, but the manga is running so slow that they got through sort of 50 chapters to get the first season of like 26 episodes or however many episodes it was. Then from there, they've got to wait another 50 chapters before they can make the next lot, and I think they're up to about chapter 108, 109 about now, which means they're sort of due to have a second season, but it's a slow process. It takes a full year to get that sort of, you know, backlog back, and I think they want to wait a little bit further into the series to make sure that they have got enough to work with so that they don't end up screwing themselves over by ad-libbing something that turns out to be completely wrong. But definitely check out BTOOOM if you haven't already done so. It is phenomenally good. Definitely check it out. I'm Criddle. This has been BTOOOM. I'm Criddle. This has been BTOOOM on another This Is, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side.